Hello friends, I'm in the greenhouse tidying things up, cleaning up plants, and also repotting them. One item that I am going to be potting is some of my succulents, and one of the pots I'm going to use is this low pot. I have a screen for the hole, and I'm using the cactus mix from Miracle-Gro. And I'm going to be taking apart some arrangements that I've had just here in the greenhouse to make this new bowl. Unfortunately, some of my succulents took a little bit of damage from the ice storm that we had, but they're bouncing back and they're doing well. So we'll be trimming some of them back as well because they're getting a little bit leggy. But I think this will be a beautiful arrangement. Join me. So here's the bowl that I'm going to be using, and the mix. So I'm going to go ahead and put some down right now. Just watering this a little bit before we get any further because it is pretty dry, and I want them to be watered in well so they can sit for about a week. And you can see it's pretty dry still, but we got the moisture down here, and the terracotta pot has some moisture in it now as well. Okay, so these here I had in another container. It was an actual container that I had outside by the pond, and it did take some damage. Trimmed them up on the edges. Of course, those will end up dying down, and I cleaned these down too. It's got a little pup. I don't know if it's gonna survive. We'll see. It's got a weak root system there, but we'll see if it does. And then we have another little pup as well. So we'll put this one, I wanted this one to go down a little further because I want this part here to possibly root in. So probably just do that for a little bit of a lean. I think that'll be cute. Stretch out these roots. I think that might work. So yeah, these are, I apologize, I started telling you what these are. These are star aloe, key lime, and it started with just one, and they have propagated into little pups. So I have several now, and I've actually given some away as well to my family. They're really pretty with this, it's almost like a peachy pink that they get on this vibrant green. Really pretty. I can't really show you a good specimen right now because they're damaged. All right. I'm gonna do this little pup on this side as well. And then I still have some root right here, but that's okay because I'm gonna plant up some other succulents. And I will come and top dress these with some rocks. Okay. So these, I think, have all grown in together. Move that out of the way. I may have to take this apart. There's one unit. Okay, there's that one. That one's doing well, which is one that I kind of wanted to trim it and then get it into. So I'll repot this piece and then just cut out the top. Okay, this one did well coming out. Clean this up as well. This one I just made very deeper, and I think I'll use that one in that container. This one did get some damage on the edges. You can see where it burned a bit, and they were here in the greenhouse. It's not heated. It wasn't heated, and then I was able to get a little space heater, so they took a little bit of damage. This is just an old something or other. I would like to cut this one and see how well it does. Doesn't have any roots, but we'll see. And this gorgy, beautiful baby. So it does have some growths on the side. I don't know if you can see that at all. So we'll see how well that does. Because I'm tempted to just have this in a pot of its own. I think that might be the best bet. All right, let's do this. And I do need to buy some fertilizer for the cactus and succulents. That's on my to-do list. And then, so that's two different berry varieties. So let's see if we're gonna do this. Maybe we'll do this one. Remember, this one's more of this purpley pink sage. I think that would be really nice in here. I'm going to dig up, I have some little babies growing here. They were propagated. So that is very similar to that one. So I'm gonna put it over here. So some variation, color, texture. And I think that's the same. So we'll leave that there. That's the key line, we're good there. And I think what we'll do is this, it's like a donkey tail, I think is what it's called. And that one is propagated from one that I have picked up as a plant swap. Here, I'm going to that's just an itty bitty one. Let me move that one. Put it over here. Then I'm going to move this larger specimen of the donkey tail. And this one has this really pretty mint color and pink. So I think this is perfect to go with all of these colors. Hopefully this one here will get up some new flowers. Wet this real quick. See if I can get any soil out. Pebbles if you compress this. So this will allow them to maintain a little bit more moisture in between watering. And to help with weed suppression, because we do have weeds that will, of course, travel in the air and land. We don't want that. So this will stay in the greenhouse for a couple more weeks, just to make sure that it's growing well, and then I will acclimate it to outside, because I would like to use this for my daughter's wedding by the bar, the silent area. I think that'll be cute. Okay, now I'm just going to water into place, and it washes off the stones as well. And there we go. And these will grow. So excited. I've actually never taken any pups off of this one, so I'm hoping those will actually survive. That'll be exciting, huh? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and trim off this one and add it in here, because that's a beautiful contrast. I'm going to bring this one over here. Nice. This is the same as that one. We'll go ahead and plant this one just a skosh closer. Then this one is such dire straits. Look at that thing. I don't even know if it's going to survive, but I think I'm just going to put it in a regular pot. I have it soaking right now. So I'm going to separate these. So I got these from I think I told you, a plant swap. Dig that a little bit. This one's got part of its deep roots. Let me do it over here. I'll move this one. I want to put this one just a little bit below the soil line. I love that variegation. So pretty. Okay. Okay. There we go. Nice. Maybe I'll put this itty bitty donkey tail here. varieties these are, but I know they're Echeveria. I got them, some of them, other than the donkey tail, which I don't, that's what the lady says. That's what she was calling it. I don't know if that's the correct term or not, but they're doing well. And they propagate somewhat easy, honestly. You just kind of be mindful of them. Wash all of these down. So pretty. There she is. How beautiful is that? Again, this will stay here inside the greenhouse for a little bit while it adjusts, and then it will make its way out for the wedding. What I don't want is it to go out too soon and scorch out in the Texas sun. Beautiful. So happy with this. Okay, so for these, I'm just going to get a pot, just a regular nursery pot, and plant them in there and then see how they come back. I actually have a little butterfly in here. No top dressing for this. I'm gonna water this in really well. Rinse off my hands as we're in the process. Okay, so we need to get another one for this one. Right back. Just recycle this pot. I'm actually getting to the point that I need to find a place that I can take these extra nursery pots because I don't want to recycle them. In the sense that I would like for them to go and be used versus those going to the recycling center. I'm just taking off these lower leaves that are damaged, dead, dying. Flowers. Okay, so I'm going to bury this one in low. So this way this sits below the soil. And if it makes it, like I say, great. If it doesn't, sorry that you suffered. The soil's already damp and it was sitting in some water. So get that water in there. It's not pitting. And we'll see. I'll keep you updated on how well it does. Now, I don't know if I am going to do anything with this. We'll put this in this pot so it can finish draining right now, just because I don't know what else I want to pot with it. I might do that. Hold on. I might do something real quick. Get this into this water so I don't lose this water. I'm going to use this one. Don't know the name of it either. But I put this in this colander last spring, I think it was. So I'm going to take it out of that coconut liner. What I'm going to do is put it to the side, so this way it will trail out of the container. I think that will be sweet. Okay. Put the soil already, and then I'll lean it up. That's a little too much down here. There we go. Yep, that's good. Okay. And this green is a little bit darker. You'd be surprised because the variegation is actually pretty cool. I think that will look really sweet with these. I think it'll complement it well, because if you can see, it does get some variation on the older leaves. And then I can get a couple more succulents later on in the season to fill these up as well. Some that maybe are a darker green or purple tint to them. So I think we're gonna do, I have 2 pups and 2 larger ones. One of the pups. This one should go here. this up here. Then I'm going to come back and plant it. Tidy that up. Take out that leaf just because it's not looking good. I might as well do it now, these two. And this way they're done. And I'll try to see if they want to propagate. I'm going to do the other one right here. Okay, alongside it. I'm going to recycle this one. These two pups. Okay. We're in there nice and snug. Sweet. And then I will get something else to pot here. I think that will be the right answer. And I'm not going to top dress these just yet until I find something else that's more on the purple side. I think that would be pretty to bring out the pink in the stems and then the purple in the variations. So. Here they are, the 3 bowls that we put together. I love that they grew into their own. And then this one, like I said, I'm going to be on the lookout for more of a purpley dark color to go in there. Something like that Echeveria would be perfect, I think, because we got that same color there and a little bit in there. But something that will bring out, you know, the stems. See how the stems are dark, and then the variegation here in these leaves. I think that would look really sweet. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do a thumbs up and subscribe. If you can be anything in this world, be kind.